What it do, everybody? EzeNeooo back with another video, but before that, let me know if you guys want to see more Granblue, and if you want a character for me to try out, let me know in the comments because I'm still looking for a main. I've narrowed it down to Beatrix, Lancelot, and EX Gran, but if you want me to try any other character, let me know. Oh, 2B's in the discussion also. But if you want to let me try any other character, let me know in the comments. Comment if you want more Granblue, and also give me some tips and tricks on how to improve in this game as you see my gameplay right now. It's been a while and I wish I never dropped this game, but I'm back on it and hopefully I can stay on it consistent, and hopefully I can consistently upload YouTube videos. Now, let me talk about, oh yeah, also like the video, subscribe to the channel for more. And now let me talk about why I haven't been uploading in a while. One, I had to renovate my whole room, so my whole layout and my whole setup has changed up, and while I was doing that I had to buy a lot of stuff and wait for it to come and get rid of a lot of stuff, so I didn't have access to my desktop for a while. I had access to my laptop, and that's actually why I'm playing Granblue and why it made me come back to playing Granblue, because originally, like I said earlier in like the first part of this video, oh my god, this is what happens when I one take, I mess up a lot. The first part of this series, the learning fighting game series, this was going to be a Budokai 4 centric series that was going to feature other fighting games here and there, but I didn't have Budokai 4 on my laptop. I had Granblue, and I'm like, okay, this is the perfect opportunity to come back because I've been meaning to come back to this game for a very long time. It's just life happens. The other reason why I haven't been uploading is just this year hasn't been good to me. I'm gonna be real with you. This year hasn't been good to me. Things have turned around. By the time it hit my birthday, let's just hope that trajectory goes upwards, and let's see what the rest of this year has to offer. Hopefully next year will be better, but whatever happens, I'm gonna pull through for it, and I'm gonna continue to upload for you guys. So yeah, that's really why I haven't been, consistently uploading. And now I promise this time, because I make this promise every time, this time I promise I will be more consistent with the uploads. At least more consistent than I've been this whole year. Right? So, the main part of this learning fighting game series episode is just, I'm going to be talking about my process of unrusting from fighting games. I think it's probably the perfect time to talk about it because I haven't been playing fighting games for a very long time. I've been playing fighting games much this year, so shaking off the rust and going through my process of doing that hopefully will be beneficial to someone out there who's trying to learn how to play some fighting games. As I said before in the first episode, fighting games is easy. The real thing you got to do is just play the game, right? That's really what you have to do. Also, I'm playing as Narmaya in this video, specifically because they had this Psylocke mod, and I played Psylocke in Marvel Rival, and I just know about Psylocke in general. So I was like, you know what, let me play this, because I really like mods like this that change the cosmetics up. So I was like, let me try Narmaya, and she's pretty fun. For the first half of this fight, I didn't realize that I wasn't playing as EX Narmaya and I was playing as regular Narmaya, because when I hopped in the lab and training, I was training as EX Narmaya and I wasn't really playing regular Narmaya. But she's a pretty fun character, and yeah, she's just pretty fun. Anyway, let me talk about the main topic of the video, which is, just my process of how I unrust from fighting games. So the first thing that I really do, honestly, is I don't even really hop in training. I just get a friend and start playing, right? I just hit up one of my friends, I start playing. I'm not having really huge expectations to crush my friend, especially if one of my friends have just been playing this game consistently, and then they'll tell me kind of what I have to do to improve or what I need to work on and stuff like that, right? But I mean, at the end of the day, it's really not that serious. It's a video game, so we just out there to have fun. But I'm learning as I'm having fun, of course, because everything that I have fun with, I want to be as good as I possibly can be. That's how I treat my hobbies and stuff like that. It's just I have to be the best that I could possibly be at it. I never want to go. I always want to go things all the way. I never want to do things halfway. So there's that. But if you don't have a friend to just hop on the match with, or they might not be available or whatever reason, just practice. And this should have been the first one, but I'm one taking this, so I'm gonna be thinking of stuff as I'm talking. But really the first step is getting the hang of playing the game consistently again. You know what I mean? Get on for maybe 15 to 45 minutes and training, And just practice getting on the game consistently. As you get on the game consistently, you can play for longer hours, but never start off playing the game for like an hour, 2 hours, or even longer than that, just in the lab or playing online or something like that. You're gonna burn yourself out, especially if you haven't been playing for a while. Just like whenever getting back into anything that you haven't done in a while, just ease yourself back into that thing. Just do it slowly. Slow and steady wins the race, right? Just do it really slowly, because yeah, slow and steady does win the race, right? Yeah, that's a true saying right there. But as you're in training, work on your movement and stuff like that. Do some movement drills. Like, you know, movement's probably like the most important thing in a fighting game. So, you know, get used to the movement, get used to how your characters move and stuff like that. Learn frame data if you really want to. I've never really been into frame data like that. I never really cared about frame data, and I still kind of don't, but seeing how most games in the training mode they tell you frame data, it's probably something that's pretty important. Actually, no, it is something that's really important. So like, if you really want to step up your level or something like that, go ahead and learn your frame data for whatever character you decide to play as. You can practice your, you know, your BMBs, you can practice your basic combos until you could do it on both sides, not just one side. I'm a victim, you know, of practicing on one side and not on the other. You know, learn anti-airs too, especially if you're playing a game like Granblue where you can really punish somebody off of an anti-air. Learn your anti-airs and practice your execution of your special moves and things like that. Can you still do your quarter circles, your half circles, your double quarter circles? Just see if you can do everything consistently. That's what you would want to do in training mode. And, you know, just maybe even look up guides too, you know, like to just refresh your memory on your character and stuff like that. Look at other people play. Actually, no, we'll get into looking at other people playing later, right? And then, as I said before, the second step is to hop online, go casual matches. You know, after you've gotten used to playing the game consistently, hop online, go to casual matches, you know, just hop into the flow, like get into the flow of playing against people again. It could be casual matches, playing against your friend, even playing against the CPU on the highest level or whatever level you can handle, right? I play against the CPU sometimes if I don't feel like going online or I don't have anybody to play with. If the game has a good AI and an AI that's fun, which I'm not sure, not many fighting games do have that, right? But if they have a pretty good AI, just play against the AI for a little bit and just practice getting back into the flow of actually playing the game, the flow of actually practicing on a moving target and stuff like that. So don't worry about winning too much unless you're playing against the CPU. If you're playing against the CPU, I expect you to win, right? If you're playing against your friend or hopping online after a long time, don't worry about winning too much. Of course, you want to try to win, like the end goal is to win, but don't make a big deal out of it. At the end of the day, it's to have fun, right? So just practice having fun, practice getting back into the flow of things again. But yeah, overall, just make sure things are fun for you and do things that will make it fun for you. Play well when you're having fun, and you're having fun when you're playing well. So just try to make everything fun, all right? Relearn your muscle memory and stuff like that. Make sure, like, you know, you get everything down to muscle memory. So like you can do things easy and it won't take you a long time to do stuff, or you're not messing up your execution or dropping a combo or selling a game. And yeah, I sold the game in the next video, which is going to be a Dragon Ball FighterZ video. You're going to see me sell a game like I sold, bro. But yeah, practice like your hit confirms and stuff like that. You know, I mean, you can focus on combos and stuff like that, but like as I've been playing fighting games more, like combos is probably like the things that you should worry about later, right? And I'll probably get into that in another episode. But then, you know, like you could also, like, another great way to like unrust is watching other people, high level players, top tier players, play as your character and stuff like that, right? So watch like the replays. Like you have replay channels. There's like a Granblue Fantasy Versus replay channel. I know Guilty Gear has one, Melty Blood had one, Dragon Ball FighterZ has a couple too. So there's games like that. I'm not sure if Street Fighter has one. I would expect all these major fighting games to have one, but I haven't ran into a Street Fighter one. But if you find replay channels, they're probably like some of the best ways, or, you know, just watching just high level players in general. I know there's TNS. So TNS, like, they have like a lot of replays and stuff like that going up on their channel. TNS is Tampa Never Sleeps, by the way, for those who don't know about them. But they have a lot of replays of like a lot of fighting games. So just like watching high level matches, you know, and actually like really just studying what's going on with them. I feel like I'm making this seem deeper than what it is. It's really not that deep. It's all simple, bro. The real thing you gotta do is just get on the game, bro. Like, just get on the game and play it, and I'm pretty sure everything will come. But I guess I'm just gonna like go a little bit in depth and break it down. But it's really not that deep. It's really not that deep, right? Like I said before, really focus on having those short sessions before you get into like really long sessions on the game, because I've been a victim of like when I hop back on a fighting game, like, you know what, it's just the same as ever, right? I don't really have to unrust. I go on for like long hours, and then I get burnt out, and then I don't want to play the game for like a month or two, and then I'm back to square one, and I'm always constantly starting over. So just really, I really want to emphasize like getting those short sessions in, and then the long sessions will come after you get those short sessions in. And then just, you can ease your way into ranked if you really want to. You don't have to play ranked. Like, I don't even get on ranked like that for some of the fighting games that I play, right? But I'm gonna try to get on ranked for Granblue though, especially since Meg is coming out tomorrow, which is the 15th. By the time you're viewing it, I hope you guys are viewing this video on the 14th. I hope I can drop this video on the 14th instead of the 15th on the day that she does come out, right? So I'm hoping I could drop this video today, but it is getting kind of late, and it's gonna be the 15th in a couple hours. But I'm gonna try to drop this video. It might be a late upload. This is gonna be a late upload. Not even might, it's definitely gonna be a late upload. But I'm going to get this video out before the 15th. I'm gonna at least do my best to get the video. Actually, no, let me not say do my best. I'm going to get this video out before the 15th, right? So focus on your game flow, man. So really focus on your game flow. So like, the rust is going to eventually fade. Like, it fades quickly. Like, it doesn't really take long. The only time it would take long is if you're completely new to it. But if you're not like completely new to it, like relearning and unrusting, doesn't take too long. And I feel like the process is accelerated if you have somebody to play with rather than just playing with randoms on ranked or randoms on casual. But everybody different. For me, I could do any of those, but I have the most fun just hitting up one of my homeboys, whether it's one of my friends online or one of my friends like in real life. I can hit up my neighbor. I'll be like, hey, just come over, want to get on the game? He'll be like, yeah, sure, that's what's up. And he plays some of these fighting games with me. So there's that. So, you know, if you have friends to play with, that's just the best way to just ease yourself back into anything, is if you have people to play with. Because, you know, you're not here to do everything by yourself, man. Community is such a strong and important tool to have. Right? So that's really my process about how I my fault. I've been talking for so long without break, and I need water, I'm not gonna lie. But that's really just my process of how I unrust. If you guys have any tips and suggestions on how to unrust, let me know in the comment section below. That's really all that I have to say. And then, you know, I could be talking about this fight right here. If you haven't noticed already, all of these are replays, because I didn't feel like opening up OBS and recording at the time. So I was like, as I'm on this game, you know what, let me just save every fight as a replay. I missed some fights actually. So like against this Avatar Belial player, I can't stand going up against Avatar Belial. He's just too much for me. But I forgot to record our very first fight where this Avatar Belial player beat me, right? I forgot to upload that. Not upload, but I forgot to record it because I pressed rematch quicker, and we both pressed rematch quick. So I forgot to record that, and I just want to say that out there just so it doesn't feel like I cut the fight out completely. I did that by mistake. You know, I'm not afraid to upload my losses. You just saw me get destroyed by that other San Lafon player earlier in the video, so you know I don't cut my losses. It's just I forgot to. So like, at the end of the day, I lost. I'm not afraid to upload my losses. You see all my other fighting game videos. I lose some, I win some. It's the name of the game. You gotta be okay with losing, and you gotta find ways to have fun in losing so you continue to play the game and you don't get discouraged after a couple losses. But I managed to take the win there. That is one for him and now one for me, and then we're gonna settle it in the final round that's coming up real quick, right? I really wish I had that other part. I saved it as a replay, but you know, things happen. We both pressed rematch too fast, and then like I realized, oh, I forgot to like upload that. I probably should have. But yeah, the Psylocke outfit's pretty tough. That's the reason, like I said earlier in the video, that's the reason I was playing as Narmaya. So we're going here. EX Narmaya is pretty fun. I don't know who I prefer, EX Narmaya or regular Narmaya, because EX Narmaya, you don't have to worry about learning the stances, but the stances aren't too hard to learn. Now, granted, I don't know a real combo with like regular Narmaya, and all the combos I know come from EX Narmaya. But as I played as regular Narmaya in the first part of the video, very early on, I don't know, she has an appeal to her that EX Narmaya doesn't, but then EX Narmaya also has that charm to her that regular Narmaya doesn't. I think they're both pretty fun, right? I think they both have some sauce. They're not sauceless like EX Jita. EX Jita's sauceless. I'm so sorry. I wanted to try EX Jita because Jita was going to be my main originally, right, when this game first came out. So I really wanted to try EX Jita, being like, okay, this is going to be like the perfect way to get back into Jita. And I'm sorry, that's the only character in this game that I can say I didn't enjoy playing as. But maybe I'll go back, because maybe it's me. Maybe I just didn't put in enough time to learn that character. So maybe it is me. I keep getting hit with that DP. Like, I'm not reading it, right? That time I did read it, but I was going, like, throughout that whole match, I was just getting hit by that man's DP all the time. I was not able to read it. But yeah, you see, also another thing, if you notice, I'm not jumping like that. You remember in the previous Granblue videos, I would jump all the time, and sometimes I get anti-air. But that's really all that I have to say for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Like, comment, subscribe, and have a blessed rest of your day or night. EzeNeooo signing off.